it's Erin, and I am here with another anime review. Oh, squeaky. I realized that I should do anime reviews more often than I change my hair color, but so far that has not happened, but maybe we will change that. Yes, maybe we will. So to kick back into it, I'm going to do something just a tad bit different. I'm going to do a spring review, which is a review of some of the new series that just premiered in this past spring anime season. Let's get started. The first anime I'm going to talk to you about today is Tsuritama. With characters and a plot as colorful as the art itself, Tsuritama is the unexpected gem of the anime season. The story follows Yuki, a high school loner boy who has a severe anxiety disorder that makes him feel like he's drowning whenever he's the focus of attention. His anxiety is shown through wonderfully animated rising water, which if any of you have been in a situation where you get really nervous and get that little churning in your stomach, it totally feels like you're drowning in nerves, which is exactly what the metaphor stands for. When you throw in the fact that every single time Yuki goes into this super panic state, he gets this really demon angry face that's kind of like, then you can understand why he scares people and doesn't have very many friends. After moving with his grandmother to another town, Yuki meets Haru, a lively, rambunctious boy who also is a self-proclaimed alien and somehow able to communicate with fish. Along with their gruff/fishing championship classmate Natsuki, the three form an unlikely friendship as Natsuki teaches Haru and Yuki how to fish, through which Yuki slowly overcomes his fear and anxiety. When it comes to art, the art is not only quirky, it's also very, very impressive. The attention to detail in every single fishing scene is just amazing. When you're watching it, it almost feels like the reel is coming to life and it's its own character and it has its own personality. Also, the coloring of the show is very vibrant. It's almost like you're looking at a watercolor painting in every single frame. It's very fluid and very pretty, very quirky as well. I really enjoy this art style a lot. Just go and watch the opening and you'll get a very clear picture of what I mean. Maybe. Sometimes I don't really get a clear picture of what I mean. But you should also just go and watch the opening anyway because it's one of the best anime openings I've seen in a really long time. It complements the tone of the show very well, musically, and also it's just a very catchy song. I had that thing on repeat for like 2 weeks. I also want a step-by-step of the Enoshima dance that they do because it's so freaking cute and adorable and I love it. I just look like a fish doing that. Ooh. It's been a really long time since I've experienced an anime that I not only love to watch, but I also love to look at. And I never would have thought that it would be about fish. I don't even like fish. They are slimy when they touch your feet and you're in the lake. They are weird with their gills and their big beady eyes. And if I eat one, they make my lips swell up like a platypus. Fish are evil. No me gusta. There's something so intriguing about the character that is this show that I just cannot stop watching it. There are also subplots having to do with aliens and Akira, the Indian boy. Did you hear that? That's my dog. There are also some subplots in it about aliens and this boy named Akira who has a pet duck, which is just freaking amazing, cool, Leo. These subplots have yet to be explained and I have no idea where they're going with them, but that just adds to the excitement. There's a kind of a dark, little twisted part of me that wants the show to do a complete 180 and just something dark and twisted happening. I wouldn't mind that. However, if the show stays as lighthearted and fun, energetic as it is right now, then I don't care. It's superb in almost every single way, and I highly recommend watching it. What is possibly the most anticipated anime of this spring season, Kids on a Slope does not disappoint. From acclaimed and loved anime director Watanabe comes a gorgeously animated slice-of-life story about high school love, high school friendships, and jazz music. The anime follows shy transfer student Karu and his budding relationships with class president Ritsuko and the delinquent drummer with a heart of gold, Sentaro, as they attend high school in the 1960s. Through them, this straight-laced classical piano player Karu is introduced to jazz music, which quickly becomes his escape from his dull and suffocating home life. The first thing that sticks out about Kids on a Slope is the gorgeous, eye-catching animation. It's not just an anime, it's a piece of artwork. It's very soft and it's very pretty to look at, and I've been in love with it since I first saw it in the trailer. Once again, combining the forces of Watanabe and composer Yoko Kanno, Kids on a Slope offers yet another memorable and replayable soundtrack that any music lover, especially jazz fans, are going to become quite fond of. Those notes that Karu hits on the piano are the same notes that sound. They didn't cut any corners, and you can definitely tell. Like any other fantastic Watanabe series, the heart and soul of Kids on a Slope lies in the main characters' relationships, and Watanabe builds them and unfolds them in a way only he can. Despite working with characters that are rather stereotypical of the slice of life genre, Watanabe manages to bring new life into them. They don't act nor react in the way that you expect them to, or in some instances how you hope them to. They're human, they make mistakes, and that makes them very charming. They're a breath of fresh air in a rather stale genre. The only negative aspects Kids on a Slope has going for it is the fact that it might not be able to appeal to as wide of an audience as Watanabe's other works have. However, the slice of life stamp should not deter people from watching this series. While it may lack space cowboys and epic ninja fight scenes, Kids on a Slope still has the heart and the wonderful music that have made Watanabe's other series so memorable and enjoyable to watch. So in my opinion, lose yourself in the jazz music and the beautiful art and the wonderful characters, and be reminded that even a normal life can be exhilarating and exciting. Okay, confession time. I have been waiting for this next anime for 4 months. 4. I picked up the manga back in December when the anime was first announced, and I have never had so many near panic attacks and heart attacks than I have while reading this manga. It's one of my favorite mangas, so I might be slightly biased, but I don't care. I'm keeping it on the list and reviewing it anyway. Kuroko no Basuke follows the Generation of Miracles, a group of 5 basketball prodigies who have all split up and are going to separate high schools, which means they'll eventually have to compete in a tournament against one another. Foreshadowing. However, there is a 6th member of this group, named the Phantom Member. This Phantom 6th member is Kuroko, the weakest and least likely basketball player you have ever seen. However, as we come to find out, Kuroko's strength lies in passing. He also has very little presence, meaning people don't really notice him until he's right up in their grill. He joins Seton High School, which doesn't have too much of a basketball team because it's brand new. Here he meets Kagami, who's a new freshman as well that just transferred over from America, and he's ready to play some b-ball and take over Japan. Kuroko makes Kagami a promise. He will be his shadow, and he will work hard and make him and his team #1 in Japan. The characters in Kuroko are vibrant and hilarious. They're strong and unique, each with their own little quirks and strengths that add on to the team, much like an actual basketball team. The animation for Kuroko is kind of generic. It's nothing outstanding or unique, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's well done, it's pleasing to the eye, and it definitely gets better as the series goes along. One critique some people are probably going to have is the fact that their abilities and the plays that the characters do aren't super realistic. So what? The show is outrageous and unrealistic. But that's the point. That's what makes it and other shows in the sports genre so much fun to watch. And fun is the point when you're watching a sports anime. And just because Kuroko's a little bit unrealistic does not mean that it lacks heart. It may be the romantic in me, but watching the characters' teamwork grow, watching them play a game that they're so passionate about, that they truly love and have fun playing, it's just as inspiring as watching the game in real life. Overall, if you're looking for a really fun anime, just give Kuroko a chance, especially having read the manga, and it seems to be that they're following along the manga storyline pretty gosh darn well. It gets ridiculous! Kuroko no Basuke doesn't take itself too seriously, and it doesn't try to be anything more than it is, which is just a sports anime about boys playing the sport that they love, which just so happens to be basketball. And sometimes they get really sweaty. Hi guys! You may notice that I'm wearing different clothes, and that would be because I deleted my outro. See this? This is why, my children, you don't wait 2 months to edit after you have filmed because you accidentally delete stuff. And I'm sure there's some way that I could find it and get it back, but that's just not, I don't feel like it. It's fine. It's fine. We'll move on. So basically all I said in that outro that I have since deleted, it's a horrible story, we're not even going to go into that. Thank you! Ow. Shoulder popped. Also, since it's been a few weeks, months, days, ever since these series started, and since I actually filmed this review, I can tell you guys that you should still watch these ones, because they're definitely the gems of the spring season that I found, especially Tsuritama. I was not expecting to be as in love with that one as I am, and it's just amazing. Check it out. You can find them on Anime 44, and you can also find them on Hulu, except for Kuroko. Kuroko's not on Hulu, but Kids on a Slope and Tsuritama, at least 5 episodes are on there. So check those out. You guys let me know what you think. I wanted to make a few notes, let you guys know that I have a Tumblr now. I'm using it more often. It's all anime related, for the most part. There's like been one serious post. Most part it's just anime rantings and me talking about myself crying at anime because that's what I do. It's HappiLeeErin.tumblr.com. I really need to know exactly what these are before I start talking about them. But there's Tumblr, and then there is Twitter, if you have not linked to that yet. And there is also myanimelist.net. I started one. I saw some people suggesting it, so I decided to start doing one of my own. And all of those links will be right down there. I don't remember what they are, but I think I'm also HappiLeeErin on there too. So yeah, definitely check those out. Again, I'm sorry that this video is so belated and that it's technically summer now and not spring anymore. But I don't have a but. You know what? I did one. It's there. And I just finished Code Geass. If you followed me, sorry, table. I just finished Code Geass. So I will do a review of that soon. Also have a Dead Man Wonderland one coming soon as well. Look forward to those. I think you are all fantastic and pretty bottoms. Shout at me at Twitter, shout at me on here, shout at me on Tumblr. Make fun of all the stuff that I post on Tumblr. I actually just love it because it's amazing. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.